I guess the best place to start any story is at the beginning, right? My name is Gerald Wicks. I'm 40 years old, almost. October, I will be. It's right now. It's January. Uh, People you see in my picture is my family. My wife, my two daughters, um, my soon-to-be ex-wife, and I want to make this very clear. This isn't this. My story is not meant to be sad. It's meant to be maybe a warning, maybe an inspiration, maybe a lot of things. I'm not even sure what it is for me. I went through a separation, divorce, I guess. Um, Mostly responsible for me. Things that I've done. I continued to prioritize feeling sorry for myself and drinking and using other substances to self medicate when all along I knew what I had to do. Um, and this is my story, how I got here. Each day I plan on making a little bit of content. How this all started, how it got out of control, and what I'm doing to fix my life and to hopefully come out of this thing a better man. I obviously the hopeless romantic in my hopes that, in some way my wife sees my progress and decides, I didn't piss away enough of her life and, there's still something inside of me that she loves, but the reality is I don't think that is reality. So, what do you do from there? We were married for 10 years almost. Um, I started not taking care of myself. As you see, I'm a big guy. As we go through this, I'll show you some pictures and things, videos of where I was, where I've been, and you'll see the changes for the worse, really. But the idea of me making this page is that we're gonna see changes for the better, and that every day, um, more positive life frame, I'm in better shape, I'm in better health, and for anybody that cares to join on this journey with me and watch, I thank you. Your support is greatly appreciated, and hopefully, even if you could give a shit less about somebody's fucking marriage, you could get some stuff out of this, whether it's inspiration to go to the gym, it's, whatever. Um, When we met, I was pretty much a bum. I was had broken up with my kid's mother. I was staying at my friend's house, and I was introduced to this woman that I immediately couldn't get enough of. Eventually, one thing led to another. We started hanging out. We started dating. Moved into her house. I have two daughters from my previous relationship. They were about 1 and 5, 1 and 4, 1.5 and 4. Um, she instantly did more than she had to, and taking care of them and helping me facilitate taking care of them. Uh, then things got a little bit better. I came into some money, went on some vacations, did some things. I proposed to her. A year later, we had a beautiful wedding. And then kind of bounced around from job to job a little bit. I had some trouble, but for the most part, stayed employed. Then I got a job working with kids at Northeast Parent Child. I just started doing jujitsu and kickboxing. And Ken Pompey, I guess you'll hear me do this. He said, buddy, you're really good with these kids, and you got, your life. You grew up without a dad. I got a job there. You could probably make quite a difference. So I started working at Northeast Parent Child. I was happy. I was helping people. Um, was training hard for in martial arts, but I took a lot home with me from Northeast. It's a very, very demanding job mentally and emotionally. So, for as good as it was, the pay was not very good, and the emotional baggage was heavy. So, I, yeah, that was it. I worked there for about 3.5 years, 4 years. And, where do we go from there? Um, Started cooking again. Cooking's always been, one of the things I loved. And, well, actually, let's go backwards. COVID happened. I was off for a while, and then I started cooking again. Yeah, it's been time I was doing real well physically. Um, Jiu-jitsu tournaments. I had a mixed martial arts fight. I won. The things are going pretty good. And then some of the people I've always done security for my whole life, really, as an adult, and some of the guys I was doing security with, we started, partying after work, and then partying after work turned into partying during the week, and partying during the week turned into, just doing too fucking much is really what it turned into. That continued more or less right up until my wife said, "Get the fuck out! I've had enough of your shit." And it's a lot. And me and her were not affectionate really anymore. We weren't, physically, uh, we were, but I wasn't in physical demand anymore. I let myself go to shit, and I I knew it, but I didn't accept it, and I blamed it on her, and made it her business to figure it out, which it's not. And in the times where I'd be drinking and up all night, I had various, conversations with, women, and that found I never acted on it, but the things I said were beyond inappropriate, and that was enough. She's a good woman, and neither of us are perfect. We've both made mistakes in our relationship, and but um, she and I understand that, and that's kind of the beginning of all this. Um, my first video. It's the first weekend I've gone to work in I don't know, actually, where I work at the nightclub on Fridays and Saturdays. I haven't done any drugs or drank anything. Weed, I smoke weed. I'm probably never gonna stop. So, if you're one of those people that's, oh, weed is a drug too, well, whatever. That's your fucking opinion, and you know, you're entitled to it. And if you think that it's a huge detriment, then, maybe, and I'm just being hypocritical, then whatever. That's, like I said, everybody's free to their own opinion and to make their own determinations. Um, so, the past, you know, week or so, I've been sleeping in my daughter's bed. Well, my daughters aren't here. Um, yeah, she's been very clear she's making efforts to already move on. And, yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow, man. And I feel like it would be very easy, and at times it's felt very easy to just say, fuck this. My life is over. I'm 40 years old. I ruined my life, and what do I have left? Nothing. And it would be easy. It sure would. But that's not what we're gonna do. I'm a fighter, and fighter's gonna fight. I've always loved the samurai culture and um, ideals. And someday I'll show you once again. This is all. I'm just spitting off the head here. None of this is written. I'm not scripted anything. It's all just from the heart and raw. So, big wins, things will get more coherent. Um, I guess, you know what, maybe this is a good time to just end this as an introduction video, and we'll start our second video tomorrow, and we really get into the details of things, and um, plan on, my ending piece will be, this isn't a tragedy. This is a redemption story and repair. That's what the page is called, redemption and repair. And if you took the time out of your day to watch this, thank you. If nobody's told you they love you, I love you. Um, life only beats you down as much as you let it. You got to fight back and fight for what you want. And that's it. All right. Stay blessed until the next one.